Welcome to Spin Dive with your hosts, Pern, Dave, and Joanne.
A fun, fast, occasionally unhinged look back at the cultural moments that shaped our lives.
We're diving into the trends, headlines, icons, and events you forgot you remember. And some you wish you hadn't.
Spin it. 2015. All right, the Artemis 2.
Yes.
So
to the moon.
We launched a rocket with people on it.
Yes.
To go around the moon, which we haven't done in like 50 years.
Not to the moon.
Around the moon.
The moon.
Yes.
Right, not
but
to the
they
moon.
went so far past the moon that they set a record.
Really?
Yeah, when they orbit. So what happened was the last time we went and they orbited, they were so close that everything outside their window was just, so close to the moon. So what happened is that this orbit was further out, which then made a record because their orbit extended further past that. So they were getting really good pictures of the moon because they were so far away.
And we spent how many billions on this?
Who knows? A lot.
Less than a bill.
Yeah.
Less
Whoosh.
than you think?
Super cheap.
I didn't understand.
Let's go twice.
Did you guys see? Did I send you the video of the kid that was on CNN?
Yes.
And he goes,
my God.
We're going to the fucking moon.
That is the energy we need.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
No,
that was
I remember
so awesome.
the space program when we were growing up. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
That was hysterical. That
the moon, they could be putting apartments out there.
Right. Before you know
Too bad
it.
it's full.
Before you know it. Oh my gosh. So if you're a regular listener, this next thing is something that we've talked about a couple times. And, we joked during, when the Powerball and the Mega Millions are up to like, $1 billion and stuff, that if we win, things that we would do with the money, or what would we invest in? And we had been discussing, Joanne said that there's a theater in her town that is for sale and it's empty. So we joked, I think even last week, we said, hey, you're a real estate agent. Can't you,
put down the money, get some buyers. Why not?
Or look
and
up
our
the listing.
offer was accepted.
1.3 million. So amazing. So
that was the assessed value.
Assessed it. Right. So
is 300,000?
No,
1.3.
Oh, 1.3 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the assessed.
That's the assessed value.
That's not
Dave
the
did a deep dive.
Oh, this thing looks
okay, so I looked at the picture. Looked at the pictures of like the blueprint layout. So it's like a theater for like acting. It's not a movie theater.
Okay, so there's an amphitheater outside and there's a fourth theater in the building.
Oh,
yeah. The building has 4 theaters, and it's basically
I saw something that said general admission seating or something,
and that's the outside amphitheater. But the amphitheater itself looks so bizarre. Like I can understand the open seating in the middle, but then the VIPs were like off to the side and far back away from it. And
think of it if it were a rodeo, not
an
a
amphitheater?
Theater.
You can have rodeos and amphitheaters?
I'm not sure, but I'm trying to think of what we have.
It was all concrete in that section. But it's right next to a racetrack. So it's kind of a bizarre scenario.
It is a little bit of a...
And then there's a house on the opposite side.
We don't have a racetrack here.
It's a horse track.
I got to go back. The horse track.
Yeah, it's a horse track. Yeah.
Okay. So, I thought we were talking like, an 8-theater multiplex movie theater.
Right.
That's what I was. And then when I saw the
Texas.
thing, when you sent the link, and I'm like, what? This isn't what I thought we were talking about.
Well, the good thing is it would be a nice complex for like an overall, have bands play outside at night, and then have the theaters just stop at 6 or 7, because once it's loud outside, you're not going to be able to watch theater movies. But I would almost see it being like an art house or anything, something like that. But it needs to be good. It looked a little bit dirty.
I didn't get to scroll down to the pictures of what it looks like now, so I got to go back and check those out.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
So if you're in the market for a theater, Texas,
if you're in the market for a theater,
like a fine arts, music and arts theater, not necessarily
one of those,
movie theater.
Yeah, one of those artsy fartsy.
No, we've got those. We've got one of those down the street from this one.
Oh,
we
maybe
have
that's
an
why this
actual
one failed.
Theater.
Yeah, you had to
this
compete.
is a legit movie theater.
Much better than the old Cup of Pizza guy.
they are, trying to sell it as it could be a movie theater or a winery or a dining theater.
Yeah, I was thinking like one of those distillery type places that sells its own liquor and then has open bands and things like that. Yeah, but Jesus, you should be around here for God's sake. You can't throw a rock without hitting a winery around here.
We are wine country, Texas. We have something like 200 wineries.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's crazy. It's I would say it might be bigger than Loudon.
Yes. I don't know how they're making money. I don't know how we're drinking this much. I say that
we aren't. Did you hear about that?
The alcohol drop off? No, it's an alcohol. The younger guys aren't drinking anymore.
Yeah, the next generation's
not drinking.
Yeah. Well, they see what happens as their parents are drinking.
Well, they just need to live some more life.
Oh, that's true. Soon
the alcohol
get a mortgage for God's sake.
Yeah. They still haven't moved out of our houses yet. Once they do that,
it's all downhill from there. They start drinking. That's when the drinking starts.
Right.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, Dave. Do you have corrections?
Oh, I do.
From last week.
So we were talking about CERN.
Oh, yeah.
CERN.
Right. The World Wide Web.
It's the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Oh. And it houses that Large Hadron Collider, which, of course, was in the news because people thought it was going to end the world. What was happening is that it was colliding atoms at high speeds, and they thought it would create micro black holes. And that black hole would then just annihilate the Earth and everything inside the universe. Okay. And just kind of be a mini black holes. It hasn't yet. But I can't say it couldn't. And scientists say it's very difficult to make it happen. Gotcha. When I was the research I was looking at.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The Hubble telescope. The space shuttle put the telescope in orbit on April 24th, 1990. And the first images of the blurry galaxies, the first ones that came through, were taken on May. So,
but it was 1990.
Not that long ago. Like it wasn't. But it did take a while for the images to come through and then come down.
It wasn't like a year.
No, it wasn't like that kind of a turnaround. And they also had 5 separate missions to service the mirror sensors and the gyros inside the actual. Wow. It was always breaking down, and it was always a joke that it was breaking. But
my gyros
now it's just steady and just returning pictures left and right. So
amazing.
Yeah.
Still.
And our last one, Die Hard 2, which we always have to bring up. Yep. They filmed that the airport scenes were done at multiple different airports. The first one was the Stapleton Airport in Colorado, Allen's Airport in Michigan, and the Tom Bradley International Terminal in LAX.
Oh. Still not at Dulles.
No.
So why?
And some of those areas were off from the actual airports. Like the actual airport itself was available, but they're not like big ones except LAX, but the LAX was at the international terminal. So it's even apart from the main thoroughfare.
Right.
When they originally wrote it, they may have had that it was just in the script that it was Dulles and that was the idea. And then Dulles said, no, you're not going to shoot here.
You're not going to do that.
Yeah.
No, we can't do that.
Who knows? That's something we can look into.
Well, that's true too. It could have been anywhere though. He could have flown into anywhere and done that. It could have been Chicago, for goodness sakes.
Yeah. Yeah, that would explain the actual snow at Christmas because we never have snow at Christmas.
None.
in DC.
Jesus,
very
God,
true.
No. And not like that was
not like a blizzard like they were getting.
Good Lord, no.
Gotcha. Oh, all right. Are we ready to jump into 2015?
2015. I am ready for this. I'm excited.
2015.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember some of these things. But
had icons.
Yes.
Now, I went and looked up icons of 2015 because I honestly think that that's still too recent to be calling something iconic.
Oh, I don't know.
Because
that's 11 years ago?
Yeah, it was 11 years ago.
And how long has Taylor Swift been in the news? I mean,
well, she leads this pack, so
yes, she is
iconic.
Right?
So yeah, so she led with because that was the year her 1989 record came out, and so her songs totally were all over the radio. Everything, she was at on cloud 9, and they were saying that's what really pushed her to iconic status was when that record came out because she was already established with Fandom. 5 records at that point or something like that.
But that was.
But it was but 1989 was the crossover in from country to pop for her. And the full crossover because she was still doing some poppy country stuff on the Red record? Was that the record right before that? Joanne? Miss Taylor Swift?
One before. Gosh, I'm so bad.
I'm glad you didn't ask me because I don't.
Was it the Red album?
Yes, I believe so.
All right, cool. Hey, I got
I'm
one.
bad at the order.
Look at you.
Yeah, but so she pretty much crushed it because, 1989 dominated the whole pop culture. Like people were like starting to make T-shirts with phrases, from her songs and stuff.
Of course.
So
it is Travis's favorite album.
It's my favorite album too.
Wow.
I love 1989.
And not Taylor's version. I don't like Taylor's version. I like the original version.
She has some good from the vault tracks on that.
Oh, I haven't listened to the vault tracks. But the original 1989 record, I loved. Yeah. And even when it came out, I loved it. And, that's not like a recent thing that I'm like, oh.
Right.
Also that year, big in, now again, calling these icons, I think the word icon is getting so overused right now.
Right.
Like,
oh my God. Yes.
Instead of just saying, oh, that's great, they're like, oh, iconic. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's just okay.
I love iconic. I love
perspective,
iconic.
Right? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I think calling people icons is overused, but I love iconic as an adjective.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know that people have a problem with awesome?
Really?
What problem?
What's wrong with that? I text that all the
that's
time.
80s. That's 80s. Awesome.
No,
that's
they're
rad.
saying if you are in awe of something, it's like God has appeared before you.
Oh, for goodness sake. That's going
I am in
overboard.
awe. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
I'm some in awe.
Sort of in awe. You're awesome.
Sort of in awe.
You're some of that awe.
Some.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Anyway, so there were
living that.
Back to our icons then. So Drake was he had a huge thing with Hotline Bling. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know Hotline Bling.
Me neither.
I'm not familiar with that.
Sing it? Could I sing it?
Hold
on. Let me look up the lyrics because I know it.
We need
that
this
bitch
one.
Sucked it.
Let's keep it clean. Your mom
the clean version.
Used to call me on my cell phone.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't.
No, I don't.
I will. I'll listen before next week.
There you go.
I'll pull it up.
There'll be no correction.
Again, I wouldn't like Drake is huge. I mean, he's like him and Jay-Z are the top two highest paid rappers.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's just like, I don't know, but I still don't. I when I think of Drake, I think of him on Canadian TV as a kid doing.
Oh, that's right. I always forget that.
Yeah, that he grew up on a teen soap opera.
Yes.
Anyway, Adele. So she had a massive comeback with her record-breaking album 25, which she recorded when she was 25, which is why she called it 25.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's quite a stretch, right?
Yeah, a little.
But that was a huge, because she took a break from music for like 5 years or something, didn't she? Because her record before that was 21.
21, yeah.
And then went to 25. And so, I mean, she took, or maybe it was like,
was she 21 when she did 20?
Yeah. I think that's when she had her baby. Is that when she had her baby?
Around there?
I don't know. It didn't say no to that. It just said that's when the baby came soon after the album coming out. I remember that.
Oh, okay. Maybe
it was in that time frame. So maybe she was pregnant while she was recording. And then
maybe
she didn't have much to do.
But Adele, I think she qualifies as iconic.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. Next was Lady Gaga.
Right.
Lady Gaga received the first Contemporary Icon Award at the Songwriters Hall of Fame.
So defined to be an icon.
So she's got the stamp.
Yeah,
she's an icon. Right. Period.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but it's documented.
Period. Yes. It's over.
And
she's an icon.
The certificate that
not
says
discussable. Right.
Yes.
She got that from Songwriters Hall of Fame. Yeah.
Someone wrote that and she's framed that somewhere, like a YouTube.
Icon, Lady Gaga. Rihanna stole the show at the 2015 Met Gala, cementing her status as a top style icon. I don't remember what Rihanna wore that year.
I can't.
The Met Galas, I just think it's all whatever. Anyway.
It is. It's a little over.
I have thoughts about the Met Gala. I don't know if we want to dive into it or if we'd like to do that when it comes around again.
Well, you brought it.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll bring it up. Let's talk about it.
It's going to be
Don't leave the listeners hanging.
Oh
don't dangle the carrot. We got to talk about it.
It's going to be here in May.
Okay. Met Gala. What are your feelings on the Met Gala?
Yeah.
So, they have theme.
Yes.
And then they have, I forget what it's called, something else. There's like an overall theme and then like a lower theme or something.
Right.
I forget.
Yeah,
I will
like
find
I remember
out.
with the white one when there was everything.
Yeah.
Everyone wore
and
white.
so some people really get into it, and
so.
they're really literal and they adhere to the theme.
Yes.
And that's great. And I think that's what it's about. And some people ignore it altogether.
Right.
And I'm like, if you're invited to the Met Gala, you need to play by the rules. Right?
Absolutely.
And,
yeah.
I mean,
I think a lot of it is that kind of centering on style anyway. And that is what draws people's attention. And if you're not going to play the game, then why bother?
Like, okay, here's like last year, the event theme was Superfine, tailoring Black style. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it was for the Black fashion designers, style icons, all this stuff to dress, you know, like in their styles. Can I tell you how many people just wore black?
All of them.
I would say all a lot of them.
Practically all of them.
It's very slimming, I hear.
I was like,
very slimming.
Let's dress for it. And I had a lot of issues with it. Not like I'm this huge fashion person.
It's hard to follow that kind of a theme though. Like I can understand if you're dressing up as horror movies. You know, it's kind of the theme itself is a little bit restrictive. And then how do you make a decision? Like there's a lot of style out there.
So it had a characteristic of Black dandyism. So Black dandyism was like the waistcoats and the big hats. And it was like in the 18th century. And so it was a thing. Like you totally could have done that. You know, like the big lapels, very sharp dressed. Anyway, I thought it could have, I thought people could have better.
Right. They failed. They failed
I
at the Met Gala.
They failed.
Met Gala failed
miserably. Well,
they just wore black. I'm like, no, that's not it.
Well, it's that same kind of thing when they go to the Oscars and all the award shows. They have that same type of, they try to be avant-garde or break the mold or whatever. Yeah. And some misses.
Lady Gaga with the meat dress.
The meat dress, exactly.
Yeah. Iconic.
And Trey and Matt.
Trey, dressing up as J-Lo. And,
perfect style.
If there's a theme, though, go with the theme.
True.
Yeah.
True. But there should, if they're going to create a theme, they should create the guidelines then. And if they're going to do that, they do.
They do.
I didn't know that it was set in stone somewhere.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole thing.
Interesting.
So for this year, the dress code is fashion is art.
Oh, wow.
So you dress up
Your
like Picasso.
co-chairs are Beyonce, Nicole Kidman, Venus Williams, and Anna Wintour.
Okay.
Are
they
Vogue
approving
editor.
the outfits? Do you have to send in your outfit?
No, but
so how are they going to know until they show up?
That's the thing.
That's just
like
it.
They have these
stylists.
Just
show up and throw it all out the window.
Right.
Yeah. Just
dress code is fashion is art. This encourages guests to view the body as a blank canvas. Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Allowing for artistic.
I know what I'm going to wear. I'm going to dress up as a tomato.
So what they do is they have like the Met has
or burrito.
A burrito would be good. Style.
Oh wait, you already did that.
Stylish burrito. I don't want to. I don't want to wear the same thing.
Yeah, you don't want to repeat.
You can't. You
can't repeat.
I've got.
You'll get slammed.
You got to go.
You'll get slammed.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just no way.
Anyway, so we'll have to watch. It's May the 4th.
May 4th. Oh,
and
it's
May the 4th. It's
May the 4th
Star Wars Day.
Nice.
I wonder.
Star Wars Day. Things to talk about that day.
May the 4th and the Met Gala.
Perfect.
Definitely in a galaxy far, far away.
Never have enough to talk about.
Yeah.
And like you have to get an invite to the Met Gala.
Oh yeah,
right.
You don't just show up.
You can't just show up.
Exclusive.
Yeah. Okay, other quick icons, or what they defined as icons for the year.
Right.
In film and entertainment, Jennifer Lawrence, named the highest paid actress of 2015 by Forbes and
she was
Entertainer
busy.
of the Year.
I remember.
She was. And she was on track. Like, she won an Oscar super young and was on this track. But, like, what has she done in the past 5 to 10 years? I mean,
she's done some independent stuff.
But she
nothing
was like on a rocket,
Well, she was just in that one with Chris Pratt. Was she in that one?
Was that 2015?
He woke her up from sleep in space. And they were whatever. I can't remember the name of the freaking movie.
A great movie. Great movie. And Pern, I don't think you've seen it.
I haven't seen it.
It's a pretty,
but I know the movie you're talking about. But that was her.
Was that
last year?
2015?
I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. She was on course and then things kind of fell off.
Right. Well, she's not doing like Jurassic Park numbers with the movies that are coming out. But I mean,
gotcha. Also, so Tom Hardy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Still, he's the one actor. He's the one actor that, like, literally, I can never place his face.
Legitimately,
and then, his face is so forgettable. Sorry, Tom. He did like this, all these movies, and it's like, oh, Tom Hardy, he's in Venom, and he's in this.
That's the only one I can ever.
He was
picture.
in Mad Max.
Yes,
and
he
Max,
was.
Yeah, that was the year of Mad Max Fury Road came out.
Right.
Why do I always think he has those shirts?
Those shirts. I don't know.
Who is the guy who has like the skateboard shirts?
Tony Hawk.
Not Tony Hawk. There are shirts that used to be popular like in the early 2000s.
OP?
I thought they were something Hardy.
Oh, I don't know. I think that was Hurley.
No.
Harley. Harley. I think that's.
No, it was like.
All right. Well, I'm moving on. So Amy Schumer,
iconic shirts.
Amy Schumer rose to stardom and started defining the voice of comedy in 2015. So Amy Schumer was on the rise as well too. Again, I don't know if I'd say iconic, but I mean she was on the way up and doing her thing.
Right. Yeah, so. I don't know if she'd be my comedy icon.
No, I don't think so either.
All right, Joanne, hit us with some pop culture.
Okay, pop culture, of course, Taylor. But
tying it off in a bow.
Taylor.
In terms of pop culture, 2015 was the start of the cruise, right? The gangs, the girl gangs. What do they call them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know. If it's a girl thing, I don't know. You're talking to two guys
half
here.
Of my computer, so
absolutely
I can't.
No clue what you're talking about.
Wow, the cruise.
Gosh, the crew.
Girl gangs.
Hold on.
Girl gangs.
Girl
That's
gangs.
what it is. Colors. Pink and lavender.
Hold on, half of my computer just disappeared, so I gotta pull my notes up on my
corrections.
Phone. Correction, it's not a gang. Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Squad. The Squad.
Oh,
okay.
So like everybody had
about?
a squad. So Taylor had her squad of like a Hadid and
like an entourage.
Serena. Yeah. I was like an entourage. Right. So that started in 2015. And
but the girl
were
ones,
a lot of
girl entourage.
The girl squads. Yeah, girl squads.
Okay.
I
missed that.
I may have too. 2015. Where was I? I missed all this stuff.
Caitlyn Jenner made her debut on the cover of Vanity Fair.
Yep.
Lamar Odom almost died.
Yes.
That was shocking.
Yes, I remember that.
I have that in sports.
That was crazy.
Almost died. There's actually a documentary out on him right now that just came out. I think it's on Netflix.
That's funny.
And it's about him and the whole, all that.
That was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you remember the dress saga?
Yes.
Is it white and gold or black and blue?
Totally remember that.
Black
yeah.
Yep, 2015.
That.
Yeah. Do you remember when Ariana Grande licked a bunch of donuts at the donut?
No. Wow.
This is all news. Girl gangs or Ariana Grande licking donuts. This is like what is going on in this episode?
Before it was popular.
I don't know.
She was doing it way before it was popular.
I forget what happened, but she went a little cuckoo puffs and licked a whole bunch of donuts in New York City.
Interesting.
And didn't buy them.
Oh, that's weird. That's
and
just weird.
I think somebody said something. Exactly. Let me see if I can find it.
That's kooky.
She declared she hated America. And started licking donuts.
And American donuts. You know how we heard about our donuts.
I do not remember that at all.
Wow.
Yeah. Oof. And then she put out a video apology, which, hey, could have been one of the first apologies we got on the internet. Apology.
Oh,
yeah. So that I thought was funny.
I'm finding that hard to believe, but okay. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the first.
At the Super Bowl, we had the left shark.
Oh, Katy Perry.
My favorite.
Isn't it funny how we could just say Left Shark and everybody knows?
Well, see, that's what makes it pop culture because we all know about it. Like the
Squad. 11 years later.
And the donut licking.
Left Shark or Right Shark. Everybody wants to be the Left Shark, though.
Yep.
What? I don't know. I'm right-handed, so I would almost have to be the right shark. So.
True. Our dances of 2015 were the whip and the nene.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember the whip and the nene.
Remember those.
Whip and the nene.
Show me. Stand over here and show me the whip and the nene for me.
Hold on, I need to look those up.
Okay, you're going to try them for me. Okay, well, that's fine. I'd love to see these dances that you know about.
There's a whole song.
Yeah.
Is it?
Exactly.
And it goes with the dance or the dance goes with the song?
They were dances, and then I forget who put it in the song.
Oh, so they wrote about the dance.
When the song came on, you could do the whip and the nene.
Well, that's usually how it works. But
have a video of one of my neighbors doing the whip and the nene.
That's just wrong. I don't even. I can't wait. I guess we're waiting on that. Let's put a pin in that.
No, I can't show you the phone because the phone won't reach that far.
That's fine. That's all good. Trust me. I'm going to go with the fact that it falls into the Girl Squad category of understanding pop culture.
These were like guy dances.
Serious?
Yeah, the whip and the nene.
I should have been doing this, and I wasn't.
You should have been doing it.
Now I'm just out of it. Now I'm just out of the loop.
You are.
I'm so no wonder Sydney was always embarrassed.
We had, you know how we have like a string of celebrity baby names that kind of all follow a theme in certain years, like the fruit year or whatever. So this year
Southwest
This was the royalty inspired year.
Princess.
We had Rain Disick.
Oh, yeah.
Saint West and Royalty Brown.
I never heard any of those names.
It was... Oh, you don't know Rain?
No, I didn't.
Rain Disick is Kourtney Kardashian's son with Scott Disick.
Yeah, you would have to follow the
Kardashians.
Saint West is Kanye West.
I've never seen a Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
No, me either. Or even any news about Kardashians.
Saint is Northwest's brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Royalty is Chris Brown's.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say daughter.
You'd think they would have stayed with a theme of directions for their kids and not.
I really was hoping they would have.
Yeah. Right, Northwest, East.
I mean, that would have been so great.
Yeah.
Southern,
Southeast.
Yeah, they could have gone crazy.
Could have.
They
had the opportunity
and had plenty of names.
Had the chance.
Could have rolled the compass.
Okay.
I love it. So those are my pop culture moments from 2015.
Sweet.
Dave, you have TV.
So jumped right out of pop culture and television. We were watching some nice stuff. There were some debuts that came out. Do you remember Marvel's Agent Carter?
I do remember it.
So
Never watched it.
Straight out of the movies. Now, this is a complete character show in the 40s, 50s of her time frame.
Right.
So it was an older versioning of the thing.
So Carter was, hold on, bring all the listeners in, was Captain America's girlfriend.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Agent Carter.
And this was after Cap froze, so she took over from there, and it was perfect. I loved it. It was a good continuation to that.
Okay,
of that story. The man.
How many seasons was that?
I think it was only 2. To be honest.
Was it?
Yeah,
I might actually go look. That's got to be on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
I still haven't watched season 2 of Loki, so I'm.
Oh, you haven't?
No, I haven't. I almost started it over the weekend, and I was like,
that's interesting.
Then I watched Empire Strikes Back instead.
Oh, you did? Well, it's probably better. You had that in your mind.
Can I start season 2 of Loki, or let's watch Empire Strikes Back?
Who knows? Maybe
Empire Strikes Back always puts me in a good mood.
Exactly. Right. You need something, right? So we had The Man in the High Castle. I've never seen this one.
Yep. Watched it.
That was 2015?
Yes. That was its debut.
It was okay until season 3, and then it shit the bed.
Isn't that always the way?
Yeah. Seems if it goes a little long. I mean, Star versus the Forces of Evil. Now, this was a Disney Plus one, so that's why I know
I don't remember that.
It was a cartoon one, so I know this one.
Oh, okay.
Better Call Saul. Which was the follow-up to
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad, yes.
Yep.
Gosh, that seems like forever ago.
I know. Schitt's Creek.
Oh, my God, Schitt's Creek. Oh,
yes.
did you see the video of what is his name? Sean Levy?
Okay,
is that who it is?
Yeah, let's go with that.
He went back to the town where they shot it.
Eugene Levy, but
Eugene Levy. That's Sean Levy is a director.
Okay,
sorry.
Yeah.
So Eugene Levy. He went back to Eugene Levy's his dad.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever. The son that was.
Got it.
Yeah.
The son.
Anyway.
The son.
They went back to the town where they shot Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
And he said that, he got really emotional because he started thinking about Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
And that and the guy that's interviewing him, they're walking the streets together, asking, would you guys ever do it? And he goes, no, we'll never do it. We'll never revisit it without her.
Yeah.
It's just, they're just like, it can't be done.
It wouldn't even be. Yeah. There's some of them try that and it's just not.
And Schitt's Creek was one of those, I never watched when it was on, but then it got hot all of a sudden.
I'm seeing all the memes.
Right. And then I started binging it. I'm like, oh my God, this show was fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's so
It took me a little while to get into it.
Yeah. Oh, really? I was in pretty quick, maybe a couple episodes just to. And then I went after I finished it. I went back and rewatched the first couple episodes because I wanted to see his character if it had grown any, and it really out of the gate, he was that character. He had it dialed in and he had, and it was just like David, and it was just,
once you stay with it, it's kind of,
exactly.
Mr. Robot that came out. This is a good one. We Bare Bears. Now, this was a kid's show.
Don't remember.
Basically was. So it's a cartoon show of these three bear brothers that are basically just walk around and get into mischief. It's a polar bear, a panda bear, and a grizzly bear. And the weird thing is they walk on top.
How are they?
They walk around just standing on top of each other. They're stacked and they just walk around. The bottom one just walks them around.
I can't watch that because those don't coexist in the real world.
You gotta suspend reality.
That's
sometimes you just gotta put it aside.
I can't. No,
that's why you don't watch cartoons, because the bears don't match. Always,
exactly.
Since Bearstein Bears, it just hasn't been the same.
The bears match the drapes.
Yes, that's
all I want to know.
Perfect. Yes, Fear the Walking Dead. After the Walking Dead finised its run.
Oh yeah, Fear the Walking Dead, which was okay the first 2 seasons.
Yes, and then it shit the bed. It was like jump the shark. Always a thing. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, which is totally topical because his last show is coming up in May.
Oh, that's
I was about to say that's in a couple of weeks, right? Yeah. I've never watched an episode of Colbert.
Really, the whole all the way through.
I've never started. I've never turned it on to see him. I don't know why.
Oh. Interesting.
And it's not that it's not a political thing,
right?
It's just because I know he's political, and it's just I don't know. Even when he was on the Daily Show, I never found him
when he had his own show,
funny and
Colbert Report,
and the Colbert, and all that. I just never have. I don't know. I don't know what. Anyway, never seen an episode. I've seen clips when guests
You've seen
clips, but I've never watched. Any part or a full episode of it.
I don't know if I've watched a full episode, but I have
either.
Definitely watched clips.
I've watched the opening usually. This was the first redo of the Muppets since they went off the air.
Oh, is that the one with Jason Segel?
In 2015.
No, that's the new one is Jason Segel.
Oh.
This is the Muppets. This will be the television re-release of the Muppets. And I think this one actually did run on ABC at the time.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So we had a TV movie that stood out. We had a bunch of them, but this one that actually stood out. Sharknado 3.
Of course.
Sharknado 3 was Stassi in that.
3, yes. It was Hell Nah. Something like that. I don't know what it's called, the tagline. We had a few milestones. The My Little Pony Friendship is Magic had its 100th episode.
And
I knew you were there for it. Yes.
Yeah.
And Family Guy had its 250th episode.
Wow.
And it's still going
it's
strong.
Still
so is The Simpsons.
And what's the dad's name on Family Guy?
Oh my God, you caught me off guard.
Dad.
No, what is his name? Hank? No,
it's not.
Because Stewie's the kid.
Stewie's the kid.
Isn't Ralph the dog or something like that? Or
no, it's
what is the dad's name in Family Guy? All right,
hold on, let me Google.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
God damn it!
It should be quick.
I have it on the tip of my tongue. I cannot.
Family Guy dad. Peter.
Yes. Okay.
From Quahog.
Yep. Exactly.
Which is a clam, by the way. It's a type of clam. It's the name of their town. We do have a couple of shows that we're in memoriam about. Mm-hmm. The last show of 2.5 Men
Really? That went that late?
It went that long.
Oh, but Charlie Sheen had been kicked off a couple seasons before that, right?
With
Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, yes, Ashton Kutcher.
Which was just a mistake.
Did you watch the Charlie Sheen documentary?
You had, didn't you?
I can't remember if I actually watched it or not.
I remember you saying you had.
Maybe I did. I may have been on a gummy that night.
That was a while ago.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's good too. That's good that it was on a gummy.
It was good. I highly recommend.
Okay. I'll go back and start it.
You might have to, but might want to hold the gummy and then save it until you get into it. You might need it in the middle.
Yeah.
Parks and Recs had their last showing.
Which again, I've watched
beginning to end.
I'm in the middle of season 2.
Oh, okay. You are watching them.
But it was on Netflix, and I would my wife watched it, loved it. She's like, "You got to watch Parks and Rec," and I started watching because I do love the cast with Aziz Ansari and all that. Yeah, is that how I pronounce his name?
It's okay.
And just everybody in the cast. And then I started watching it, and then Netflix, their contract, whatever, changed with Netflix, and it went to, I think, Peacock, because that was when Peacock was debuting.
They were grabbing their
and so they were
back.
grabbing, exactly. And then I didn't have Peacock, and now I do have Peacock, but I really don't watch things on Peacock, and whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Right, of course. And now I don't want to bring up sore subjects, but the Queen Latifah show. I know you were a big fan of the Queen Latifah show. That was the last showing of the Queen Latifah show.
Yeah, I still have episodes saved on my DVR.
I know, and I know you bought the shirt.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
You did?
She had. I had no idea she had a show.
Glee,
I like her.
Glee had its last show. Mad Men was big at the time.
Which, again, almost started watching it on Saturday night. I was like, should I start Mad Men? I'm like, it's their hour-long episodes. And I'm like, it's like if they were like 40,
it's an investment.
30, 35 to 40 minutes at an hour.
It's so good, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I watched DTF St. Louis. Have you watched that?
Oh, what is that?
It's Jason Bateman and David Harbour.
From Thunder.
And Stranger Things.
Stranger Things too.
And Linda Cardinelli, who was from
Linda Cardinelli?
She was from Freaks and Geeks. She was in the Marvel universe. She was
yes, I like her.
Wife.
Yes.
Who's
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, yes. Hawkeye's wife in the Marvel universe. And and just she was Daphne in the Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh, yes.
Oh, she's funny.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So she's in it too. And so she's married to David Harbour, and Jason Bateman is a local weatherman.
Daphne or Velma?
Oh, Velma. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Velma.
Oh, just like with my head.
Yeah,
I was like,
Daphne was Sarah Michelle Gellar, wasn't it?
Gellar, yes.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, that's
Prince,
right.
Whatever.
Yep. Sorry, I had my names wrong, but I had the right. Yeah, I could see the orange dress and the glasses.
Exactly. You had it, and then you just jumped. Yes.
But then said the wrong person.
Okay.
And he's a local weather guy. In the local weather news in where the hell did they shoot it in? I forget what city they're in. Anyway, and then they get into a whole little they sign it.
It's not St. Louis.
In St. Louis, yes, that would be it. Hence the name.
Yeah,
oh my God! Thanks, Dave.
Logically, I was noodling that one through.
I was just like, why am I not recalling what city they're in? The fucking name of it's DTF St. Louis.
It's in the name. Yes.
Oh my God!
St. Louis Prime.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
What a night. Spin the wheel.
Spin it. Let's just be done.
Spin it. You only get 3 today.
Anyway, so I'm watching DTF St. Louis, shot in St. Louis.
St. Louis,
and
amazing.
it's a murder mystery,
love triangle
kind of twist kind of thing. But I definitely liked it more than I liked Black Rabbit, which was on Netflix with Jason Bateman.
Yes.
And I thought that was overhyped and way over, it was not nearly as good as what they were saying it was. But DTF St. Louis actually is, I mean, it's a good HBO show, and highly recommend it.
Okay,
so,
there we go.
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb had their first run. They actually returned in 2025.
Oh, okay.
And then Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Do you remember that one?
I remember.
I love the meatball. They actually returned in 2023. So that, all these returns. And I know, Joanne, you might want to sit down. The Strawberry Shortcake's Berry Bitty Adventures had their final episode. I know you'll sorely miss that one.
In memoriam.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, cool. All right, well, my second topic was music, which, I always love when I get the music topic.
Yes.
So this year, I remember this year because there was a lot of kitchen dancing going on in my house.
Wow.
With the kids being just
at that age.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Little kids, and because the number one single that year was Uptown Funk.
Oh,
Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars.
Yes,
nice.
And
always
we would break out into kitchen dances all like every night I was home.
Right, dance parties.
And we start with Uptown Funk because and the kids are like, yeah.
I remember when I come in, I can see the remnants of the dance parties. The disco ball is still hanging up.
Yeah, exactly. And confetti all over the floor.
Always.
Confetti cannons.
It's a good homage.
Right. So Uptown Funk, huge. I remember my kids just being like, Uptown, like singing.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Give them a chance to kind of get the steam out.
Exactly. So that was always be a fond memory of mine in our townhouse in Leesburg, dancing.
Nice.
Yeah. Now the kids won't even I'll dance and the kids just look at me like,
of course you're.
And I'm like, come
creepy.
on,
you're weird.
Have fun. I know. I'm the fun dad.
You're just strange. You can't. No.
So number 2 song that year was Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud.
Don't know.
Remember that one?
No.
You don't know who Ed Sheeran is?
I know Ed Sheeran. The song 2015. Come on, seriously.
Sometimes, Dave, I don't think you're living in the same world as us.
No, not at all.
Exactly.
You can almost. I knew Funktown World.
Uptown Funk.
Yeah, it's true.
Funky thing.
You did.
Funky train.
Funky train.
Take me to Funky train. Oh my gosh. Okay. See You Again by Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth.
No.
I don't remember that one.
No.
Trap Queen by
Charlie
Fetty
Puth
Wap.
was doing a bunch of different ones because wasn't he with he did a couple of duets.
Oh, Sugar by Maroon 5. That was that was like nonstop being played. I swear to God. Shut Up and Dance, Walk on the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Shut Up and Dance. That was that was also on our dance party playlist.
That was on the track list.
Blank Space, Taylor Swift was number 7.
7.
The Weeknd had number 9 and number 10 with Earned It in the Hills.
I don't know any of those.
You don't know The Weeknd?
No, I know The Weeknd, but I don't know those
and he
songs.
goes, Can't Feel My Face also was that year.
Wow.
Was number 12. Ellie Goulding, Love Me Like You Do. I totally remember
Yes,
that.
this is because I'm assuming the movies were 50 Shades of Grey that year.
Yes, that's probably what, And
who had movies?
Nobody we didn't. Nobody picked movies. So we missed 50 Shades of Grey. Well, that'll be for the next time we spend 2015. We'll have to make sure movies get in there.
It's more like
in 2 years, we will revisit that.
Take Me to Church by Hozier. Bad Blood, Taylor Swift with Kendrick Lamar. I'm just now scrolling. Shake It Off was that year with Taylor Swift.
I know that one.
You know Shake It Off?
Yeah, I knew that because it was also in the movie Sing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Lips Are Moving, Meghan Trainor.
Yes.
Then Andy Grammer.
That was the one Puth did with Meghan Trainor. That's who I was trying to think of.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So yeah, you do know some people.
Yes,
You know Charlie Puth because he sang the national anthem at a Super
I knew
Bowl.
that. Yes. See, it all ties together.
He was so good.
So good.
But yeah, Bieber's on there. Ed Sheeran with Photograph. Wow. Adele, Hello. Nick Jonas was solo with Jealous. Pitbull and Neo, Time of Our Lives. Remember that one?
No.
Jesus Christ, Dave. Centuries by Fall Out Boy.
No.
Yeah, I love that song.
Animals by Maroon 5. Nope.
Yep. He doesn't know that one?
Or the Rihanna classic, Bitch Better Have My Money.
Oh, wow. I mean, gosh, I have that on repeat.
Then, Sia, Demi Lovato, Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift, Wildest Dreams, Beyonce.
Hey,
Ted. Fall Out Boy with Uma Thurman. Nope.
With Uma Thurman. Oh, the song Uma Thurman.
Yeah, the song Uma Thurman with Fall Out Boy.
Not with her.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I was like, with Uma?
A duet with her.
Yeah. So there's some. Chandelier by Sia was out that year also. Nope. Dave's still not.
No.
Oh my God.
It's pop. It's probably just pop music. I could not connect with. That's all.
All right. Well, then I'm going to leave music because Dave's just sitting here.
Hey, I'm loving the education. I'm getting all the names. I'm making notes of what I need to listen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Joanne, you had Dead or Alive.
Oh, yes.
Dead or Alive.
So, this is our Wanted.
I thought this was funny. I had to laugh because
Which half? Is this the alive side?
Is this the alive side or the dead side?
The alive side.
Oh, thank goodness.
Famous people born in 2015.
2015.
Like all these babies.
Exactly.
They're 11.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh my God. My Princess Charlotte was born in 2015.
Nice.
Saint West.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Silas Timberlake.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All the kitties. Yeah. All the kitties to the famous people.
Yeah.
All the kitties to the famous people in the house.
In the house.
I think we wrote a song. All the kitties to the famous people in the house.
In the house.
In the house.
Have you heard of Chanel Nicole Morrow?
No.
Ice-T and Coco's daughter.
Oh,
Chanel.
Okay. Oh, Chanel. Yeah.
Okay. Pauline Sinclair.
Nope.
No, not ringing the bell.
Vin Diesel's daughter that he named after Paul Walker.
Oh, yeah.
I know. So sad.
Her middle name is Paul.
No, her first name is Pauline.
Oh, Pauline. Oh, there's the tie-in. I wasn't making the connection.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Royalty Brown, as I mentioned earlier.
Right. Yes.
Chris Brown's daughter. And Max, who is a girl, Zuckerberg.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys remember when she was born, they made like this huge charitable donation in her name.
To?
I think it was the Zuckerberg Foundation.
Of course it was.
Oh, okay.
Let's keep it in-house. Why not?
Sure.
What a good donation.
Sure. Thanks for donating.
Perfect.
So while Royalty Brown was born, we lost Bobby Christina in 2015.
Right.
So that was very, very sad. Very crazy because she died the same way as Whitney.
Right. Same way as her mom.
Yeah.
In a bathtub.
Crazy.
Yeah. That was
bizarre. Yeah. I would like to do a deep dive investigation on that, but
I think there is a documentary on that.
Of course.
Or at least it's one of those like news
short
magazine
like
type like
you can
see it on Hulu kind of thing.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure there's one out there.
It's out there.
Yeah.
But we also lost Leonard Nimoy.
Oh no, Spock.
Yeah. Speaking
Wes
of,
Craven,
did you
who
pause real quick? Okay.
Yeah.
So did you hear the 2 days after April Fool's Day that William Shatner came out and said that he has stage 4 brain cancer at 90 years old? And he didn't want to release the information on April 1st because everybody would think it was a joke. Okay.
Oh my God.
Are you ready for this though? Here's the kicker.
Still a joke. What?
It's fake AI. Someone created it that it was him talking about how he has stage 4 cancer and he doesn't have stage 4 cancer.
So they post-Trumped us on doing the
it was they made someone did an AI thing.
Sick of this AI.
Yeah. So
this AI is really bothering me. I am not a fan.
Yeah. My wife's the same way. She's going through issues right now with it. And I'm like, I'm entertained by stuff.
Of course, but you like your dancing babies.
I love. Oh my God! The baby stand up. I love the baby stand up.
That is so funny. We got in a huge fight one night because did you see the news about these dogs in China who escaped from like a dog napper who was taking them to the dog factory?
No, there's a dog.
Get my drift? They escaped.
Not really.
They made because they eat dogs.
You do what?
They eat dogs in China.
Oh, is that the play on all this? Is that's what that is? It's not a factory; it's a restaurant.
Well, it's a factory for the restaurant.
Oh,
anyway,
processing center
makes it into edible from dog.
And they broke free, like some video. Or
so anyway, they were
bad.
Taken from this village. They all lived together in this village in China, and they escaped from the back of the truck.
Wow.
And people saw them, 17 dogs walking down the side of the road, led by the corgi, who's the best leader.
Yeah, of course.
And the German Shepherd, they were all different types of breeds. The German Shepherd was injured, so they all like made this like shield around him to protect him. So he was the furthest from the road. Anyway, they walked miles and miles back to their village.
Wow.
And there's video all over the internet. My husband swore up and down it was AI. And we got in a huge fight about it because I'm like, look at all these news sources. And it wound up with him saying, well, it could be AI. that could be done with AI.
Yeah, because you know what? In China, they're so good at documenting things.
They're so good.
Exactly.
So good.
They're so good at that. Yeah. So
I
I'm
love
a little pissed.
I also love the ones where the cat comes busting through the door and it's the green night vision and they're like playing an instrument and they wake the person up. I love those too.
And shock
the animal ones are hilarious. I could watch those all day.
Lovely. Yes.
See, AI is good for some stuff.
Yeah, there's good for some good for laughs. Right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to people that died.
Yeah.
Iconic.
People that died.
Your Wes Craven.
Wes Craven, yes.
Yeah.
Horror movie guy.
Good one.
Right.
B.B. King.
Oh yeah. Legend, blues legend. Icon. I'll give
that was a good one.
Iconic.
Yes, I think we can add that one.
I put this guy in because we heard so much about him. Joe Biden's son. That was the year that he died.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yogi Berra.
Oh, yeah.
Baseball
Frank,
legend. And iconic.
Icon. Frank Gifford.
Not iconic. But
Frank Gifford?
Frank Gifford.
Yeah, because of his wife, Kathy or what's her name? And Regis.
He loses points just for Kathy
Lee. Yeah, that's true.
He loses iconic status because he had to put up with that woman. Maybe that's why he should have it, because he put up with that woman.
So lost on Monday Night Football.
Maureen O'Hara.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
Great actress.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Anne Mara, who is Ben Stiller's mom.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dick Van Patten.
Wow.
Not Dick Van Dyke.
Dick
Van Patten.
Not Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Patten.
Dick Van Dyke's still alive,
still
right?
alive.
Dick Van Dyke
yeah,
is still
he's like 100 and something now.
Yes.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Yes, very.
Natalie Cole.
Oh yeah.
Unforgettable.
She wasn't that old.
No.
She's like 65. Yeah.
Oh, I thought she was younger than that. But okay.
Yeah, she's in her early 60s.
Yeah.
Scott Weiland.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Stone Temple Pilots.
Yep. And Roddy Piper.
That was a shock.
Roddy Piper. Yep.
Oh, Roddy Piper. Yeah. Well, yeah, I remember that one.
So, yeah, I found it interesting as I was going through. Not a lot of young people, like obviously Bobby Christina, but she was like a total outlier that year. Most everybody was in their 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Had lived a full life. Or close to it.
You know, you like to see that when you're doing Dead or Alive.
Yes, of course.
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, Dave. So you have sports.
Yeah, so sports. I'd love to thank the onthisday.com website, because if they didn't have that, it'd be really difficult to find anything about freaking sports. Because the sports were always just, there was Stanley Cup.
Who won the championship?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So, but we had the fourth string of a Super Bowl win for the New England Patriots.
Right.
Chicago
Brady
won their Stanley Cup against Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
there was golf, tennis, cricket, soccer, boxing. I mean, it seemed like it was all the basic stuff. So I was trying to come up with some of the things that stood out. Yankees had recorded their record 10,000th win as a team.
As a franchise.
As a team, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kobe Bryant retired at 36.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. And
what year did he die?
Yeah.
Was it 2018?
It was 5 years later.
5 years? 2020?
Oh, it was 2020.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Was it?
He was 41.
I remember.
Oh, he died right before COVID, didn't he?
In the middle.
Was it like February or something like that? Yeah,
it was right there at the beginning.
I saw that come through and I said, this is a mean joke.
That was harsh. That was hard.
And then it wasn't.
And then, of course, you mentioned Lamar Odom.
Lamar.
He was found unconscious at a brothal in Nevada.
He was.
Didn't know how he got there. It was there. And so that was good. But that's, so I was really looking for something that stood out.
Trying to dig a little deeper.
Yeah. And then I found a couple of some really good ones. What we're going to call the Bullfighter of the Year award here.
Okay.
In the previous year, Saul Jimenez Fortes, he got gored during his bullfight in the leg and his pelvis. So they had to cancel the May festival associated with that, because he was one of 3 that was gored during that festival.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So he decided this year, which would be 2015, that he was going to go ahead and just come out and return back to bullfighting. And wouldn't you know it?
Got gored again?
Got gored again in the most goriest goring way. He took a horn through his neck and not into his neck. Under his chin, where it actually required hours of surgery, and the blow went directly under his chin, continuing through his tongue into his nasal passage, poking the underside of his skull and piercing his brain.
This is no joke. People.
I am telling you right now.
Bullfight.
That I would say that's a sign to change careers,
it's
right?
The whole thing with the running of the bulls too. It's like, do we?
Yeah, why would you put yourself in that kind of? I understand the adrenaline, but there's other ways.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And especially with an unknown like a bull. I mean, you get in front of an animal you've basically poked with a stick, right? And they're just coming at you full steam, not knowing what to do. They're scared. They're terrified. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do, and they're just traveling with the herd. So running over someone, it's not in their realm of understanding.
Yeah.
So there's no sympathy there. But he was looking ahead for his return to the ring in 2016. So even though he had to take 2 years from his surgery to get
to recover from that.
Yes. Oh. So there was that. And tasting
that's
bowl
got to be the
constantly.
most. They must have the most injuries, right?
I would say you wouldn't be able to buy insurance as a bullfighter.
I'm guessing not.
Right. I mean, you're really kind of putting yourself in front of a train, basically. And then finally, we have one. Bhutan used to be the worst soccer team, and by record. How bad would you say? Well, they were dead last in the 209 ranking of FIFA teams. They were 209 of 209 teams. So this year, though, they had never won a World Qualifying Cup. A World Cup qualifier, right? Until this game against Sri Lanka, where they played ranked 174 Sri Lankan team in a two-legged, it's basically a two-team or two-game, I guess, playoff kind of thing to make it in. They actually won 1-0, which was interesting because the Sri Lankan team was just basically writing this one off. And to celebrate, they went to KFC near the hotel. They recently held the record of a 20-0 loss against Kuwait associated with that. They celebrated. And then that second leg of their team, Sri Lanka was so insistent they were going to win. And if they had won, they would have had to have won by 2-point goals to me. They lost actually 5 days later, and Bhutan won and actually was qualified for the World Cup that year.
Wow.
Amazing.
And they were dead last in FIFA.
Wow. See, you never know.
You got to say, exactly. You never know.
We have, just speaking of losing a lot, one of the adult league teams at the rink where I work.
Yes.
They came into the league last season, and we play a 20-game season, and they went 0-20 and never won a game. They lost their playoff game, so they were then 0-21.
Oh, yeah.
Then they lost their first 3 games of this season to go 0-24, and the other night they won their first game.
Oh, that must have been just a weight off of their shoulders.
Oh my God, the scorekeeper, myself, all of us were just like so happy that they won a game finally, and they were happy. I was giving fist bumps to them when they were coming off the ice.
Yes, fired off the confetti cannons.
Are they like competitive and they just couldn't win? That's so sad.
It just, when you put a group of people together that have never played together, and it's a lower level of play too. Right. So they're still learning the game and learning to play with each other. Right. And there's a
lot of moving parts.
I've never seen a team
stayed together
go 0-20 in a season. Yeah. I've seen a team win is one game at least. I've never seen a team go 0-20. And
it's
so
hard
the fact
to come out
0-24 and then
when you're 0-15, and it's hard to come out at midnight to come
at 11-10
to go play a game. It's hard to
and
get the motivation.
And they came back this year.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Again. Well, at least they got got one out of the way there, so that's good.
Yeah.
So that's yes.
And so they were in last place, and they played the team that was just ahead of them. And they beat them, and then their next game is going to be the team that's just ahead of them again in the standings. And I told them, I said, all right, hey, winning is contagious. Yeah. Keep it going.
Keep it rolling.
Just keep this going.
Exactly. String it together. Nice. You could be the turnaround team.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So maybe we should sponsor them.
Oh, there we go.
The cluster pucks.
That's nice.
That's their name.
Is that what they're called?
Wow.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
That's pretty good.
Cluster pucks.
Can Spin Dive sponsor them, please?
I don't know.
We
have
unofficially.
Would we want to unofficially sponsor them or unofficially sponsor the all-female team that we have now?
Oh, you have an all-female. Oh, that's amazing.
The Flying Bees.
Really? That's awesome. That's pretty good. How are they doing? Are they doing pretty good?
I think they're 2 and 3 right now.
That's amazing. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
In the mix.
Yep. So we have an all-female team playing in our adult league is co-ed anyway, but like it's a male-dominated sport.
Right.
So to have it, and I'm hoping that we can. This will branch out into more female teams.
I would hope,
and
that's cool.
Would love to see that.
Are these ladies? Did they always play ice hockey, or did they play field hockey, or they're new? Yeah,
some of them played field hockey too. So there's probably half of them are right out of our adult learn to play hockey clinic,
right?
Okay.
And then they knew other women and asked them if they did play that wanted to play, and then they had friends that they asked, and so they have got 4 or 5 that played in college women's hockey, and are actually pretty good. But then the other ones are still learning the game, and like I said, they're right out of our learn to play hockey clinic, and it's their first time skating. So, but it's awesome. Yes, so the Flying Bees, and they're on
their
Instagram.
First time
you can follow them. Well, they skate.
Wow.
There's no beginner skaters. They like even the ones that have just learned how to play hockey. They already kind of knew how to skate roughly.
Okay.
So they're not like total beginner skaters. So.
Maybe I'll tell my child about this.
Yeah,
nice.
There you go.
So So
she used to play field hockey,
Oh, well, that would work.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So
she was thinking about getting back into it.
Thinking going. I'm sorry.
Okay, go, Dave.
I'm sorry. Okay, so we did have some new sports 2015 that we had the advent of chess boxing. Now I think we mentioned this early on.
I think
it was a 2 real 1 fake kind of thing we had.
Yes.
I was mentioning some of the sports that were out there.
Like you make a move and then you.
No, it's a bout of. You fight a ring, you fight a round, and then you sit down and play a whole game of chess, and then you get back into the ring and you fight again, and then you sit down and play a whole. I can't believe that this is something even watchable. I would almost have to say. You're sweating and fighting and dripping and doing whatever, and then you sit down and start chess.
That's so bizarre. Whoever thinks of that?
Who combines what? You never know.
Right.
Yeah.
And including that, wife carrying started in 2015.
Oh, I do remember seeing
These
that.
are basically where the men or the woman, I guess, could carry the man.
Right.
Basically on your back. And they're
kind of like an obstacle course.
Yes. And there's like mud pits and all this other stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a whole thing.
Was that televised?
I believe I've seen
the Ocho.
videos, but
was it really?
Yes.
ESPN 8. The Ocho.
This one's a weird one. I'd never heard of this one before. A cycle ball. So think bikes with soccer.
Okay.
And it always reminded me that this might be like Rocket League, like the car, the video game where the cars are knocking the ball around. I would have to say this is almost what that is. Right. Okay. I would almost think.
Isn't that kind of like polo?
Yeah, well, I don't think you do sticks. I just think they were kind of just
you just kind of kick it around?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I haven't seen any videos on this one, so this is all new. That's a new one. We'll have to look that one up. Zorbing. Do you remember the giant inflatable balls?
Yes.
And you just kind of get in it and roll
down a hill, but then you can roll into other people and bounce around.
Yeah, no, I've seen it where you actually wear them as suits and run around and play soccer. I've seen that one.
They've done that on the ice at intermission during Caps games.
Yes,
so they'll be in their street shoes on the ice and then bouncing off each other,
just bouncing around and knocking things around. I loved that. I would do that. It was so cool.
No, you'll just shoot for a car.
Don't even come back to that.
When we were in high school,
it was the first hockey game.
Right.
One of the first games I'd ever been to.
Dave got picked to go down on the ice.
I do not know how.
And I don't either. And shoot for the car where they put like a board up over the net and it has one little like puck-sized hole.
Barely a hole. I've never held a hockey stick.
And if you could put the puck in the net through that little hole.
I'd never been on the ice. I'd never held a stick. I'd never hit a puck.
Right.
I was so off.
So wide
I wasn't even
of
close.
the net. He was not even close.
And I didn't even get a consolation anything. I
no,
didn't even get to
not
keep
even
the puck
here's a free Big Mac coupon or something.
Get off the ice, You wasted spin. You didn't even hit the board. There was nothing. Like, what? You had me down here. I mean,
anyway.
And we were, so I had to walk all the way back up to row Z because we were. We always got the row Z.
220 row Z.
Row Z. And it was like the walk of shame. I had to walk all the way back up from the ice, all the way back up. Yes. And then cheese rolling. Do you remember this? I've seen cheese.
The wheels of cheese down the hill.
They just roll.
Is it like in Germany or is it England?
The cheese, I believe.
I think it's England.
I think you're right. Yeah. And these people are just flipping and flying.
Oh my God. Down. Yeah. Because it's like a 7% grade or something like that.
Straight down. And they just are flipping over themselves and breaking limbs. And it's just chaos.
Yeah.
And then the last one I have here is walking soccer.
Okay.
And it's what you think. Basically, the rule is you can't run. There's no running allowed.
Oh.
And if they couldn't make soccer more boring than that, I think that just slows the entire game down. And I was thinking about this, and I remember soccer going to one game when Washington had the Dips that were here.
No, I don't remember that.
Long time ago.
Oh, I remember that.
It was the Dips, and it was in the middle of the summer. It was so freaking hot. And we watched this game, and again, it's a lot of passing back and then passing up and then passing back and then passing up. Now, I wasn't a soccer person, so I couldn't get into it. And there wasn't getting into it. Like, it was so boring.
Right.
And and it's not almost like it's not like it is now. Like, it seems like when you watch videos of the soccer, you really only see the highlights kind of, and you don't really see the buildup, but it seems like it moves faster now than then, I guess.
Do you watch Welcome to Wrexham?
No, not at all.
You got to watch Welcome to Wrexham. So good. Yeah. Ryan Gosling and
Ryan Gosling.
Oh, wait, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds. Yes, sorry.
Did you do that on purpose? Because I did that last
Yes, I did that on purpose.
What are you talking about?
So yeah, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Own the British football team and all that. Great show. The next season comes out in, I think it's in mid-May.
Oh, wow.
Oh, cool.
Right around the corner.
So definitely we're seeing.
Pretty close.
All right. So are we ready to spin?
I think we are.
Okay. So while you're pulling your spinner up, I just want to say a good friend of mine, Mike Grubb, has a podcast called Music Scope, which is also on buzzsprout.com. So if you, or all of anywhere you listen for your podcasts, where you can find Spin Dive, you can also find Music Scope, hosted by Mike Grubb. And this week's episode, it's the first episode in his new season, and he's talking about the DC local music scene.
Wow.
Oh, super.
Yeah. Nice.
So if you get a chance, check out Music Scope.
I've always got a finger on the pulse.
California?
What was that?
Is that Mike from California? Oh, no, that's Matt.
No, that's Matt from California.
Okay.
So. All right,
well, that's good. It'll help me keep my finger on the pulse of music.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah,
because he does a different topic each week, and and all that. So
yeah, of course.
Cool. Okay,
Perfect.
so you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Ready to spin.
What year? Spin it.
Ooh, 1985.
1985. Oh my gosh. I hope to God I get music. I hope to God I get music.
Have we not done 85 before?
No.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, we did 80. I don't know, I'd have to go back and look.
We did 82.
Yes, we did 82. We did not do 85. I hope we get music. Okay. Well, I will see you guys next week. Okay?
We can just assign it to you.
That's not fair. We have to go by the fate of the spinner.
Fate of the spinner.
The fate of the spinner.
We can always trade up too,
like in the draft.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Exactly.
Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
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 If this episode took you back
or taught you something you should have learned in high school,
hit subscribe, leave us a rating, or drop a review.
It helps more than dial-up internet ever did.
See you next time.